Hold on. Hold on.
Color? Never mind.
All right. Hold on. What is up, everybody? It is Blind Metal Gamer and Kyra Super Saiyan, and it is time for another episode of Bacon More Fun. And we got a special guest in the studio with us tonight, former NWA Southwest Women's World Tag Team Champion, former WWF Women's World Tag Team Champion, and former Portland Wrestling Star, Princess Victoria. What's up, Princess Victoria? Welcome to the studio.
It's just a great day. I went from being buried in ice and 30-degree weather to today it was almost 80.
All
I,
right. Oh, man.
I love
We
Oklahoma.
we've had some good weather this week too. It hit 70 one day this week. It hit 50 today.
Oh, no.
The snow and ice is melting. And just a general rule of thumb: blind and I do not disclose where we are.
Right.
Gotcha.
All right.
I understand.
All right. We're going to get the interview going. So, Kyra, you may ask the first question.
All right, so let's just start with what you've been up to outside of the industry, and what your anything you want to talk about, whether it be your jewelry, your book, your fur kids, just whatever you want to lay on the table.
Well, we can start out with I make jewelry.
Awesome.
Okay,
And this is a megalodon tooth.
that
And
is badass.
I made the necklace.
Nice.
Now, oh wait, we ain't done yet.
Oh,
I'm prepared. This is one of my favorite pieces.
That is
This,
gorgeous.
this is buffalo bone, glass, quartz,
oh,
and it is that's the kind of stuff I'm doing now. One piece I just made, and I do everything from necklaces to bracelets to jewelry, to necklaces
That
and
one is
that.
the kind my grandmother would wear. She loves turquoise.
Yes, this is turquoise and buffalo bone as well. I do my best to use a real product,
nice.
and I spent hours. I literally spend hours searching out what I want. And
Nice.
I love it. It keeps me out of trouble, and anybody in the business knows that's a hard job.
Yeah.
Now, now I want to show you my first book.
All right.
This this is my first book, Princess Victoria: A
Huh?
Tale of Tears, Triumphs, and Turnbuckles.
Nice. I like the title.
Yeah, it's
And
got a pretty sick cover too.
well, that's all due to John Cosper. I
Nice.
give full
Nice.
credit. He did a wonderful job. Now, at the gathering, July 22nd through the 26th, I will be coming to the gathering, and I will have my new book with me.
Oh,
And
cool.
this is a more intensified book. This
Mm-hmm.
goes from childhood to wrestling to what I've done after wrestling. This is my life story.
Oh,
And
sweet.
I have to thank Tom Strazis for doing that. He's not only a great author, he's an artist,
Mm-hmm.
and he's my DDPY instructor.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Right. So, I mean, Tom has been a blessing in my life. I have went from basically sitting around doing nothing but gaining weight, and since I started doing the DDPY yoga with Tom,
Mm-hmm.
not only am I more fluid in motion, I'm able to do things that I hadn't done in years. I mean, don't take me wrong, I can't do a wrestling match, but
No.
Right.
but I swear by DDPY, and Tom is a great instructor. So now
Nice.
that we've got, yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I have my life is just It could be a whole lot worse. I'm living a country song. I literally, right now, live a mile down a red dirt road.
Oh wow.
The only noise I hear is the birds and the crickets and all of that. Around 5 to 6 people driving, going past the house to work, and that's four
Right.
or five cars. At night, those same 4 or 5 cars coming home.
Oh
And
wow.
I am just spoiled rotten because deep at heart, I am a country girl.
Nice.
That sounds like a break from all the traffic I get outside my window.
Oh, I know. I get a lot outside of mine as well. All right, so I'm gonna ask my first one here. Okay, so you competed in Portland wrestling before going into the WWE. What was the experience like in Portland wrestling? And for those who cannot see or who have never really watched or listened to wrestling, if you want, would you be able to describe what it feels like to take a bump?
Well, I look at that like you look at karate and other things. The first time you get hit, it
Mm-hmm.
hurts. The
Mm-hmm.
second time you get hit, it hurts just a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
After you've taken so many, you've got it naturally and it doesn't hurt.
Oh wow.
But you have to put your heart and soul. You have to understand. In order to take a bump, you're going to be, if you've got the right trainer and he's training you properly, you're going to be graduating on the bumps and you will be at the end where it doesn't hurt. And it's a 6 point bump. It's the same bump that you
Mm-hmm.
take in karate,
Mm-hmm.
judo, and jiu-jitsu. I'll
Okay.
say that 3 times fast.
Ah,
Uh,
so it's like in karate, judo, and so it's the same type of bump. Okay.
it's what they call a 6 point bump.
Okay.
Left arm, right arm, head raised,
Mm-hmm.
left foot, left shoulder, right shoulder.
Alrighty.
You, yeah, that's your basic 6 point bump.
Okay. All right, Kyra. Next question.
Okay, so we've talked about your book, we've talked about your jewelry. Um, why don't you tell us what you've been up to? We were talking about fur kids backstage, but you don't have to go into fur kids if you don't want to.
Oh, I love fur babies. I do. My last 2 fur babies were both rescues. They were both pit bulls. Shadow was a blue nose pit, and Sunny was a red nose pit, and they were both rescues.
Oh, nice.
When
Nice.
when I got Shadow, it was after my husband had died in 2008,
Mm.
and a girlfriend of mine. My husband died in my arms of a massive heart attack on a back road.
Mm.
Um,
Oh
and
God.
he died looking in my eyes, you know. As
Mm-hmm.
his
Yeah.
eyes as his eyes were closing, he kept raising his head, and the last thing he saw was me.
Yeah.
Um, and I started getting into rescue because I had went down to our local animal shelter in Southampton County, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Now in Virginia, you can throw a rock and hit
Mm-hmm.
a hunt club, and each one of those hunt clubs have 40 plus hunting dogs in them.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
Oh, wait for it. In this county, the dog shelter had 7 runs.
Oh my
Oh God.
goodness.
That's a lot of
Right.
runs.
So I started a page and the thing blew up. Within 2 days I had 1,500 followers.
Oh wow.
And and
Wow.
and what I was doing was I would go down to the shelter at least once a week and I would take pictures of the dogs that they had there. and I would post them on this page and get them adopted because with 7 runs,
Mm-hmm.
every eighth dog goes to the Rainbow Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I started that, and anyway, my girlfriend, as I started to say, a girlfriend of mine stopped by the house and said, "Get ready, we got to go somewhere." And I looked at Red and I said, "Really?" I mean, I was in house mouse mode,
Mm-hmm.
and so we took this ride, and it was about an hour and a half ride, and we get to this rest area, and Red gets out of the truck, and she goes to the other truck, and he comes out with this blue nose pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
And when I put him in my arms, he laid his head on my neck,
Mm-hmm.
and he stayed there the entire hour and a half ride home.
Oh
Oh
my
wow.
goodness.
Well, Steve, a lot of people don't realize this, but in states like Virginia, pit bulls don't make it to past the front door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They get them, they close the door, they give them the needle, they put them in the van to take them to be cremated.
That's so
So,
That's
sad.
sad. Wow.
so I had Shadow, and understand, just because he was gray, that was not why he was called Shadow. He was called Shadow because I couldn't even go to the bathroom by myself.
Oh, so he was literally your
I
shadow. Oh
know
man.
that
Oh yeah,
feeling.
yes. I mean, that dog, he Shadow is. I can't say I have any major favorites, but Shadow's up there in the top 5. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
he,
get that.
Oh yeah.
when my husband died, I had a real rough time
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
Jack was my soulmate, my best friend, the little brother I couldn't kill.
Yeah.
Hey, I know what it's like when my fiance died in 2023. You know, I mean, I know you. We kind of didn't get to talk about it till later, but that ripped me up. It was not fun.
It
Oh yeah,
And
I believe me. It took me it took me a year to get back out
yeah.
because it was just. I mean, I was at work one day and I was working for Rental Center. This is when my son called me repo mom.
Yeah.
repo mom.
No, that's funny.
And I was a CSM, a credit
Mhm.
sales manager.
Yeah,
Basically, I made phone calls and said, "You're late. Either give us the money or give us the furniture."
yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't really good at doing the give me the furniture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Rental Center. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about them, but I'm not gonna say anything good either.
oh man.
I have heard the stories and I know what you mean.
yep. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
but I already had Shadow, and I went down to take pictures of the dogs on the way home,
Hmm.
and I had my camera in this hand because then I had a flip phone. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
it
Oh
took
yeah.
it took me forever to climb into the 20th century. I swear. So I'm holding on to this cage
Mhm.
to the left of me, and I'm holding the camera, using my hand to balance me, and I'm taking
Mhm.
pictures of the dogs in this cage.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the ACO, animal control officer, comes
Mhm.
in. He sees my hand on the cage, and he says, "You need to be careful of her. She's aggressive."
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, what he didn't know is Sonny was sitting there sucking my middle finger like a baby on a bottle.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
man!
that's
Wow.
adorable.
and I went home, and of course I went to post the dogs on the site, and I give their weight, their possible age, their breed, all of that,
Yeah.
and I under Sonny's picture, I said, and if I could take this pretty girl home, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't realize how many rescue people I had on the site.
Oh,
Within 24 hours, they had me a 10-foot run,
Mm-hmm.
dog food.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they had gotten the vet to
Mm-hmm.
uh, spay and neuter both Sunny and Shadow.
uh-huh.
Nice.
That was within 24 hours.
Oh
That
wow.
is
That's
awesome.
Yeah,
oh I know.
and I brought Sunny home and I put her in the 10-foot run, and Shadow was on his lead rope.
Uh-huh.
They were
Mm-hmm.
probably 100 foot apart,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I was gonna let him just kind of chill for a couple of days before I put them together.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
After 2 hours of those two dogs whining,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I went out. I went out, put Shadow on a braided lead,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
took him up to the cage, the 10-foot run that Sonny was in,
Mm-hmm.
and they walked around, sniffing each other. Then I put
Mm-hmm.
Shadow back on his lead, and I went and got Sonny, and I brought her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just let him get nose to nose. I didn't get it, a
Yeah.
little bit at a time. I instant.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Shadow made the mistake of trying to show Sonny he was the dominant alpha.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
He put his head over her head, and all of a
Uh-oh.
sudden there was this little tumble, and I'm freaking out. And I look there, and here's Shadow, and he's just sitting there. And it's like, Mom, what do I do now? And Sonny's got his cheek right here.
Oh man.
And he's just sitting there. He goes, I mean, you can literally hear it. Mom, help!
Oh
So
Oh,
wow.
goodness.
I looked at Sonny and I gave her a sharp down.
Uh-huh.
Well, she laid right down on her belly.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I go to check and Shadow out because I know he's got holes in his cheek.
Uh-huh.
No, she just grabbed it and held it. She did not bite him.
Oh wow.
At that moment,
Oh,
I
goodness.
brought them both in the house, and the reason Sunny got her name was within an hour of them being in the house. I look over. Here's Shadow, and here's Sunny sitting side by side on the couch, and Shadow had the biggest grin on his face.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
She was Shadow Sunshine.
Oh, that's
Nice.
so sweet.
That
So
is so
I
cool.
gotta tell you, what when I'm not doing my job, I am a dog volunteer at our local no-kill shelter. Um,
Thank
my
you.
yes, my job is to play with the dogs every week, every Tuesday, and get them ready for their families. Most of them go home, and some of them I've grown attached to. There was this pug mix. It was a black dog with a pug face, except not the wrinkles, just the pug eyes.
Oh
And
yeah,
adorable. And he was the most toy obsessed dog ever. Every time I'd take him out, and he was with us for 6 months, he would grab a toy and try and take it with him into the enrichment room. And I'm like, buddy, you've got toys in there. Don't take him out here. You'll never see him again. And
right,
he was the
right.
best dog ever. We had a blue healer that would only respond to me. She had to go somewhere else because of aggression, but she was a good
Mm-hmm.
Right.
dog. She she had a happy ending. She got adopted.
She was
Uh
they put her in a one dog house. It was just her, right?
yeah, Right, right.
Hmm.
She needed a single human, single dog house, and we couldn't
Yes.
give that to her. She had to go
Right.
to another shelter. But yeah, she's fine now. She's great.
Yeah.
And just recently we had the real life Snoopy. Cute little Chihuahua Min Pin mix, solid white, black ears, and a black heart on his shoulder.
Oh Lord.
And
Oh
his name
Lord.
Oh man.
and his name is Snoopy because he looks like Snoopy.
Absolutely correct.
And
Yeah,
he has
I had so much fun doing that. I totally understand how you are,
yeah.
Karen.
I
I,
get I get pictures, I get videos. Like we had some Beagle Dachshund mixes recently named after players from our basketball team. And if
right.
people who are familiar with me and blind will know which team we're talking about. Give you a
Hmm.
hint, it's one of the biggest college teams in the country. And
Yep.
they heard we were in a room where there were cats next door. They heard this one cat caterwauling going, wow, wow. Well, they did not like that. Being beagle mixes, they barked for 5 minutes straight.
Right.
Hey, I got two pure beagles. I got a blue tick and a red tick.
Yeah, you
And,
do.
Mm.
You do have
oh yeah,
beagles.
the mailman comes. You're gonna hear about it. And when someone's walking their dog, you're gonna hear about it. Cause
I've got a good old fashioned mutt, a blackmouth cur. Well, small for a blackmouth cur, but she might as well be one. And she hears the upstairs neighbors, she'll bark her head off. She'll bark at the UPS truck. She'll bark at a group of people marching by. She'll bark at the pharmacy. She'll bark at Chewy. She'll bark at Amazon. Heck, I know when a package comes because of her. I have to keep
Ain't
her
no
put I have to keep her put away during groceries because she chased the grocery truck.
oh man.
Mom, now you know she's trying to save you from all them murdering delivery people. I mean, she's so worried she can smell them. They're murderers. They're gonna kill my mom.
And one of the worst things she did recently, she took herself for a hike in the hiking trail in the backyard and then went out into traffic. And I live on a busy street to go get
Uh,
parking. And I'm like, you lunatic, you're gonna get yourself killed.
yep. Well, the good thing with my dogs is, other than when I was in Pasco, Washington, every the other places I've lived with them is has been a country house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now understand, this is something that I don't tell a lot of people, but ah, hell, why not?
Yeah,
Uh
what the hell?
why not? Between moving from Pasco to Oklahoma, I became homeless for about 3 weeks.
Oh
Oh, that's
no.
Oh no,
rough.
no, 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 no! Don't pity me.
I'm not.
I went to the store. I bought a butane Coleman stove.
Mm-hmm.
I had my cast iron skillets in the trunk.
Hmm.
I turned it into a camping trip.
Hey,
Oh wow.
Now,
that's the best way to do it.
the first night I was there, and see, what I did is, I didn't want to stay in Portland.
Hmm.
Too
Hmm.
much crime. I mean, Portland has
Right.
turned in Portland has turned into Escape from New York. I mean that.
Yeah.
So what I did is, I went out, and there were these two rest areas,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and they were like, I'd go to this one, then I'd go to the Flying J where they had free internet,
Hmm.
then I'd go to this rest area here, or I'd go up to the town and I'd buy myself a steak. I had money to feed myself, but rent is so high in Portland. I mean, for a studio apartment, totally bare, just a room, no amenities other than, the fire alarms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
$1,600 plus $100 a month for
Oh.
each dog.
Ouch.
Wow.
And I,
Oh, wow.
you know, I traveled 200 miles around Portland in Washington and Oregon, and the rent is so high there. I don't know how people make it. But
Oh,
can
man.
you imagine? Can you imagine? Understand? Can you imagine me being in a Toyota Camry and
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I've got two 80-pound pit bulls with me? Now, I wasn't scared of nobody. I mean, I had my gun with me because,
Mhm.
I'm homeless and I'm sleeping in a rest area.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
one night, somebody pounded on my truck.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow turned into a werewolf.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
He was head butting the window trying to get out. That was the only night that happened.
Hey, they can tell. They're
I
good at.
get it. I get it. I had a
Mhm.
cockapoo mix that passed for a schnauzer before this one. We got terrorized by a dog that was only up to my ankles. He was a literal ankle biter.
Uh,
Chased everyone around the neighborhood. My stepdad took a 9 iron with him to scare him off. Well, one day we're trying to avoid Devil Dog, as we called him. What did
right.
my cockapoo mix do? Breaks free of my hands, chases the little terror up the block, and I'm like, you are scared of your own shadow, and yet you're going to chase off the little terror?
She was protecting mom.
That's
Yep.
exactly it. And I called animal control that day, and I'm like, look, this dog, he chases
Right.
everyone, he attacks, he's got to go. And I mean, I felt bad for the dog because the owners just let him escape, but that's
Well,
my
see,
that's my baby.
see, I have a shirt and it's got a picture of Shadow and Sunny on it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And I had it specially made, and it
Uh-huh.
says euthanize the owner, not the dog.
Am a
Yes.
big fan of pit bull rights and ending breed specific legislation because where Blind and I live, not my shelter, but the other shelter in our area that's also no kill, it is 75% pit bulls in the dog area with a
Yep.
special discount rate on the pit bulls because the town is just overrun with them.
Oh, wow.
Well, see, what happened was the pit bull. See, if you look at the time concept,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
it's pit bulls now
Yeah.
Yep.
that are, that
Yeah.
these idiots use for fighting and use them
Yeah.
as what do they call it? Junkyard dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they purposely make them vicious.
Yeah.
Right. And that makes that
And
stink.
then and then they don't keep them locked up. So these dogs go out and they do what they're trained to be.
Mhm.
Hence,
Yeah.
you know, you know, uh, euthanize the owner, not the dog.
Yeah.
And that's if you go back in time, German shepherds at one
Mhm.
time were viewed just like pit bulls.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. German
Dobermans.
Yep.
and
Dobermans,
Rottweilers.
Rottweilers. Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
it was German Shepherds, Dobermans, and Rottweilers before pit bulls.
Mhm.
exactly. And see, there's something else. There was somebody put up this post,
Uh-huh.
and it had 90 different breeds of dogs on it,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and you were supposed to pick out the pit bull, the actual pit bull,
Mhm.
Yeah.
out of this poster,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and everybody was picking wrong. Now,
Oh, wow.
can you imagine having 89 people
Mhm.
out doing crimes,
Mhm.
and everybody says it's you?
Oh, wow. That would be nuts.
That's why it is nuts. because I have seen newscasts where they say it's a pit bull. It's not a pit bull. It's a mixed breed.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have even seen a oh shoot, chow chow. That's another one of them that
Yeah.
went up. I've seen a chow chow on the news, and they called it a pit bull.
Oh no, boy.
Oh
Yes.
Lord. Oh, while we're on the note of dogs, there's this awesome illustrated encyclopedia you should check out. It's called Dogs of the World. It not only goes into the history of dogs, it's got a full illustrated listing of every dog across the globe.
Right. Oh, that's it. Hang on. Let me get my notebook out. No, I'm still behind.
It's okay. I actually do.
It's all good, Princess
I
Victoria.
actually
Don't
use the
worry.
notepad on my phone for everything.
All right. What is the name of that book?
Dogs of the World. Hang on, let me look it up on Amazon so I can give you the author name. I found it at the library.
I'll find it.
Okay.
The title will let me find it.
Yeah, dogs of
Um.
the world.
Dogs of the World by Lily Chin.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll
It's
have to
Oh,
look that one up.
it's one of the best nonfiction books I've ever read.
Well, wait until you see my second book that's coming out. I
all
think you
right.
might. I think you might change your mind.
I am a bookworm, so we will see. All right, we've talked about fur kids far too long. Blind, on to your next question.
All right. My next question is a two-parter. Speaking of the books, will they be available in audio form for blind and low vision readers or listeners? And
well,
the second
I,
part of
I,
my question is, you while you were in wrestling, you had a lot of time on the road. What was it like working for Don Owens and competing in Portland wrestling?
You
all
should.
right. Now ask me the first question again.
Will
You
your
got to
book?
remember, I'm old.
Hey, it's all good. Don't worry. It's all good. Okay, so will your books be available in audio form for those who are blind or who have low vision?
From what I understand, my first book,
Hmm.
Trials, Tribulation, and Turnbuckles, is already a uh, uh, audio book on
Already.
Amazon.
All right.
Okay.
Now if you want my book, the physical book, and you want it autographed, you
Mm-hmm.
can send it to me on my Facebook page,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and I will autograph it however you want it autographed, and
Mm-hmm.
including shipping, it's $35.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
And when my second book comes out,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
that will, from what I'm looking at right now, my first booking
Mm-hmm.
is at the gathering in July 22nd and 26th.
All
Uh-huh.
righty.
That's where the book will physically make its debut.
Nice.
Nice.
And this one is a lot more in depth about the wrestling, my
Oh.
life, the whole 9 yards. I mean, this goes from my childhood
Mm-hmm.
through leaving home at 14,
Mm-hmm.
ending up in Portland, working for Sandy Bar, getting trained by Sandy Bar,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
along with I was so blessed to come up in the Pacific Northwest when I did. I
Okay.
had Sandy would have, like, once a week, he'd have one of the boys come in.
Mm-hmm.
Now understand, when I'm saying one of the boys, I'm saying Roddy Piper, Ed
Mm-hmm.
Wiskowski,
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Rose,
Mm-hmm.
um, and oh my God, a lot of people don't know this name, but one day he brought in Professor Dale Lewis.
Oh wow, that's a name I've never heard of.
Well,
Okay.
look it up. And see, when we were training, there was a garbage can on each side of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't if you were going to throw up, it was when you were going to throw up and could you hit the garbage can.
Oh
Oh
boy.
boy. Oh
And
boy.
anyway, Sandy brought in Dale Lewis. And I mean, with training with Sandy, Magnum TA, Terry Allen, very good
Right.
friend of mine,
Right.
trained with us. And there was this one day, and in the Chautauqua Sports Arena, they got this
Mm-hmm.
huge door where
Mm-hmm.
18 wheelers would come in.
Uh-huh.
Sandy had the door open. I'm leaning against the ropes here, trying to hold myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And I look over at Terry, and he's like in the thinking man's pose.
Mm-hmm.
And I see steam coming off his head, and
Oh
it was
boy.
and it was 75 degrees.
Oh.
That is awesome.
But when Professor Dale Lewis trained us, when he came in to,
Mm-hmm.
because Sandy said, I don't care. You and Velvet, I'm training you in Velvet, but neither one of you will work the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to train with as many of these guys as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And Sandy was he was a tough boss.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't, he was there to break you.
Mm-hmm.
Because back in my day during training,
Mm-hmm.
when people were training,
Mm-hmm.
they wanted to know, is your heart, soul, and body into wrestling? And
Right.
they would do, and I agree with this, they would do everything that they could do to make you quit.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
I guess
That was their job. And see, that's one thing that I believe is wrong with wrestling today is
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
these young number one, when I came up in Portland with
Mm-hmm.
Don Owens, who Don took care of me like I was a baby chick. And he
Mm-hmm.
did the same with Velvet and all of his employees.
Right.
Don Owens always took care of us.
Right.
When I broke my collarbone,
Mm-hmm.
he put me in, the crow's nest doing interviews
Mm-hmm.
about the 8-man battle royal, how I believe, I'm not a woman wrestler, I'm a wrestler, I deserve to be in this, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But he found a way to keep me working even though I couldn't wrestle.
Right.
And Don Owens and another promoter was Bill Watts.
Oh, cowboy.
Yes. And there's some serious rumors going around about Bill Watts being prejudiced.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you what. I don't know who started this crap,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
you can go back in history
Mm-hmm.
with Bill Watts' territory.
Mm-hmm.
Junkyard Dog.
Yes.
Dog was one of that
Hey,
was his
what
champion.
baby? Yeah.
And he gave, when Bill went to buy a new car,
Mm-hmm.
he literally gave Junkyard Dog his car, which I can't remember if it was a Mercedes or a BMW,
Mm-hmm.
but he gave that car to Dog.
Nice.
Prejudiced people don't do that.
Right. Right.
And Bill Watts treated us girls like wrestlers, not girl wrestlers, wrestlers. There was one night we were doing this match. It was Wendy Richter and Buddy Landell, and
Uh-huh.
everybody asked me what's my favorite match. This is probably my most favorite match because I talk about
Okay.
it all the time.
Okay.
And it was Buddy Landell, Wendy Richter against me and
Mm-hmm.
Lanny Poffo.
Uh-huh.
And the finish was Wendy would throw me into the rope, drop down, and she had me to where I went to their corner, and Buddy come up with a front forearm like this.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, when somebody that's 225 pounds hits somebody that's 160,
Mm-hmm.
you go down.
Oh yeah.
Well, we were in the first time we did that, it was in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
And the crowd, when Buddy popped me, my
Mm-hmm.
mouth was open, and you know how we used to puff our cheeks and make that noise?
Yeah.
That's what happened, and it bounced off all four walls of this cinder block building.
Oh wow.
And the crowd went dead silent.
Ooh, man.
And I'm laying there going, oh man. And then all of a sudden they roared.
Oh.
They freaking roared. Now, while they're roaring, at that time, Bill only had a couple of security guards because he never had an issue like this.
Right.
And three security guards was enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm laying there and I'm out. And
Uh-huh.
this is after the crowd roared. And you can literally feel the heat.
Oh.
They, excuse my language, but they are pissed.
Hey, it's all good.
And
No worries.
and Wendy and Buddy and the referee kept kicking me, you know, nice little thumps. Get up. Nope. Vicky, get up. Nope, I'm tired. And I laid there, and I laid there until I saw the crowd coming towards the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled under the rope. The security guards took me out. Nobody thought anything. And the crowd rushed the ring.
Oh shit.
Buddy, and Wendy ended up under the ring trying to get away from the crowd. Now, I'm already back in the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Buddy and Wendy. And Buddy being Buddy, Buddy's going, I ain't never doing that again. And Bill Watts was in the corner. He said, yes, you are tomorrow night on TV.
Oh damn. All right. So my second part of that question was, well, do you have any stories of being on the road? Any type of ribs that you
Oh
may
my
have put
God.
on someone? And what was it like being in that 8-man battle royal and having to do something to Buddy Rhodes that you kind of knew would hurt him just a little bit?
Oh, you mean the interview where I kind of put the foot to Buddy Rose?
Yeah, where you kind of hit him down below in his
Nether regions?
yeah, in his nuts.
Yeah, in his nuts. Um,
You could have been on the nose with it. You could have been blunt. We wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
right. Well, we're up in the crow's nest, and the reason they called it the crow's nest, have you ever watched what is the name of the movie with Sam Elliott and Patrick Swayze? Roadhouse.
Rhoda, never seen it. Never
No.
watched it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's one of my movies that and Guardians of the Galaxy 1, that's one of my go-tos when I'm having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
You want a
And
good movie for your mental health, though? Thunderbolts that came out last year. That's a good one.
I'll have to look into it. But in a part of it, they show a bar
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and the band is playing, but they have chicken wire all the way around the band
Mm-hmm.
because people are throwing bottles and everything else.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that was how the crow's nest was built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm up there doing an interview about, you know, I'm not just a woman wrestler. I am a wrestler. I deserve to be in this 8-man over the top battle royal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Buddy comes in into the nest
Mm-hmm.
and starts talking about the only place a woman belongs is in the kitchen, barefoot, pregnant, or in the bedroom.
Oh
I
boy.
would have smacked the son of a bitch across the
No,
face.
no, I didn't smack him. I kicked him right in the crotch. He
Oh
You
damn.
go. You go,
he
girl.
he ended up on the ground in the fetal position.
Oh god.
I'll
Now,
blame you.
Jesus.
now passing to the 8-man battle royal.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Don Owens had told Sandy and the boys that I was supposed to be the first one out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was in my hometown,
Uh-huh.
Salem, Oregon, at the
Uh-huh.
time.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And when when I go to talk to Sandy, Sandy, we have a meeting. This is what it's going. You're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4,
Yeah.
you're 7, and he points
Whatever.
at
Yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
And he points at me,
Mm-hmm.
and my eyes got bigger than silver dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is it ended up being me and Buddy in the ring
Uh-huh.
at the last,
Mm-hmm.
and Buddy came at me. Now I'm a girl. Buddy weighs famously what he says 217.
Uh-huh.
That
Mm-hmm.
that's where that number 217 comes from.
Uh-huh.
That's what Buddy always claimed he weighed. So we end up in Salem. It was like the old school theater. It
Mm-hmm.
was built out of stone and brick,
Oh,
and
nice.
down here was the crowd, and then you had the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And we ran up, down, around, and when they ran past my bio mom and
Mm-hmm.
my bio mom would stick her foot out trying to trip Buddy.
Oh.
Well, I get back in the ring. I run back in the ring, and I'm just, fist is cocked, ready to go because
Uh-huh.
it's not if he's gonna beat me, it's how bad I'm gonna feel in the morning after he beats me. Because
Yeah.
I mean, figure it out. Buddy Rose against somebody like me, my weight was 150.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, Tim. And
Nope.
then I'm sitting there and I'm talking junk to Buddy, and all of a sudden I feel somebody grab my left arm, and Buddy grabs my right arm,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
and
boy.
they take me and they threw me up, and I hit 5 foot in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
The br-
boy.
the
Oh
brick
god.
the brick wall. And
Oh damn.
when I came back down, I had split my head open.
Ouch.
Oh
Not
no.
Ooh.
out of the crowd. Now I'm laying there, and
Mm-hmm.
out of the crowd comes my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you his name because he's told me he doesn't want to be involved. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, he comes out. I think he's 15 at the time,
Uh-huh.
and he straddles my body and he goes into perfect boxer stance,
Mm-hmm.
which I had taught him because he was that little freckle faced kid at school who
Oh
always got
yeah.
teased and bullied. Well,
Oh
I
Oh
yeah.
taught him
no.
I taught him how to box.
Mm-hmm.
And I also told him, if you're backed into a corner, start looking for a weapon. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, all of a sudden, here's my brother, and he's got his fist pulled back, and he's looking at Buddy Rose and Rip Oliver,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "You touch her again, you son of a bitch, and I'll kill you."
Oh damn.
Man.
Now I'm looking up at my brother, and I can't save him. Here comes security.
Mhm.
Luckily, Sandy Barr knew it was my brother, so they were easy on him.
Mhm.
Anybody else who had done something like that, they had been on the way to the hospital.
Oh shit.
But I had to sit down and have the talk with my brother.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look, this is my job.
Mhm.
This is what I do.
Mhm.
You have no right to put your hands on anybody that I'm wrestling, and you have to never do this again.
Well, at the time he
And
didn't know. He was like, I got to protect my family. You know.
absolute, and yes, you're absolutely correct. My sister's in trouble, and that's the way my brother was. My sister's in trouble. I'm going to protect her.
Yep.
I get it.
But when I got back down to the dressing room after he straddled me, all the guys were going, "Who was that? Who was that?" I said, "That was my little brother." And
Oh man.
I so wish that I could have taken him down to the dressing room, which was downstairs,
Mhm.
and it wasn't brick. It they had busted up this huge rock
Mhm.
for a room for
Mhm.
for everybody to come out at. And
Right.
this was during the theater days, not the wrestling days.
Oh wow.
But everybody was going, "Who was that? Who was that?" I said, "My little brother." And
Mhm.
I totally wish that I could have brought him down there and let him know just how how the wrestlers felt about what he did.
Oh.
Not because he interfered in the match, because that was wrong, but for the
Mhm.
simple fact that he did it for his sister.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Kyra. Next question.
Well, I was actually going to tell. We actually had a living legend in wrestling in our hometown that may ring a bell. Uh, Miss Elizabeth is from our area.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. And she isn't Miss didn't Miss Elizabeth pass away?
Yeah.
she did. They actually did a
Yes.
65th birthday celebration for her, as partnered with with our area's museum to celebrate
Right.
her.
Right. She was a good lady. She was a very good lady, and she went through a very rough life.
I watched her Dark Side of the Ring episode. Oh my gosh, it broke my heart.
And that one was rough.
Yeah,
Um.
well, it goes to show that the good guys aren't always the good guys. Sometimes they're a wolf in
Mhm.
sheep's clothing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the neat thing about that birthday party was we got to see one of her dresses. Uh, it was actually the oh crap, what was it from? It was from
SummerSlam '89.
yep, that was it, and it was her actual dress, and we
Was it the white one with the glitter?
it was the red sequin. It was the red sequin one.
Gosh, okay, I know exactly which one that is.
Yeah, yeah, the guy that organized this birthday party had been gifted one of her dresses. I got to go up and take a picture of it and all of her other famous merchandise from when she was famous. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
Yes, yes,
My,
I
my
understand.
my mother was actually in band class with Miss Elizabeth, but didn't know her personally.
Right,
Hey, my mother went to school with her too.
Yeah, our parents, they're the same age. They all know each other from
right.
before we were
Mhm.
born.
Mhm. All right. So, do you have any? All right. So, my next question is: do you have any stories about any ribs that you either got pulled on or you pulled on someone while on the road during your career in the professional wrestling business?
Well, I remember one day, and I can't remember who the wrestler was, but one of the guys pissed me off.
Uh-oh.
And the rule in the business was don't piss off the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
And we were, I believe we were in Eugene. I won't swear to it, but I believe we were.
Mm-hmm.
And I had somebody run to the local grocery store and get me some super glue.
All right, now, Eugene, real quick. That's Don Owens' brother, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes. Yeah, that's his brother.
All right.
And Rip Oliver,
Mm-hmm.
you know when you used to have the fights in the pool with somebody on your back?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's that's how Rip Oliver picked me up,
Mm-hmm.
and I super glued this guy's boots to the ceiling.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
goodness.
God.
And he hadn't wrestled yet.
Oh. Oh.
And everybody in the dressing room says, "Nah, brother, I can't help you. You're too heavy."
No goodness.
Oh, God.
Now,
Goodness.
well, and then there was one that sweet, innocent little Velvet McIntyre. Gotta love
Yeah.
you, girl. We're we're in a town. We're at a school,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and we were in the dressing room. The gymnasium, girls and boys dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to always wait to take a shower until I quit sweating.
Right.
Yeah.
Because to me, if you take a shower before you quit sweating, you're just going to sweat more and it's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't notice that everybody had left the dressing room while I was in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And I came out and there's not a soul in the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
No goodness.
And I start looking around. I knew where my grip was.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, okay, it's not there. I started opening, cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, what are they called? Lockers.
Lockers,
Lockers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And trying to find my grip.
Uh-huh.
Well, I went through every grip in the place and my
Mm-hmm.
clothes weren't nowhere.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh no.
there was not even a towel for me to dry off with.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
So I stick my head out the door and I'm hollering for security.
Mm-hmm.
There's no security.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
So I go because then I start looking for. I went out to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to imagine me mummy wrapped in that big brown roll of paper towels that we used to have at school.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
those.
I know what you're talking
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
about. We use those at my work.
Mm-hmm. I
Well,
used to do my work, too.
I I wrapped myself up, went out,
Mm-hmm.
looked at the car. Sitting on my front seat is my
Mm-hmm.
keys. Sitting in the passenger seat
Mm-hmm.
is my grip.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried all four doors and all of them were locked.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So I go back in. Now, understand this is in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I go back in and I try to find a hanger.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to be able to pop a lock with a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
hanger.
Mm-hmm.
And no hangers. And I hollered out for the security guards again.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
Yeah.
answers.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back to the car, and this time, once again, I'm mummy wrapped,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and trying to keep everything covered because I'm naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And I go back out, and I happen to try the back window.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
old raise up window,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and thank God it opened.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
So
good.
I slither in the car, trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep this stuff on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as I'm doing that, I'm hearing this giggling in the background.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Well, and the midgets were in, the micro wrestlers were in,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
they are famous or infamous, I should say, for pulling ribs.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
So I get up, get the keys, get my grip, literally dress in my car,
Mm-hmm.
listening to these giggles.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I had blamed it on the micro wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was about 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was talking to Velvet on the phone.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I said, "Do you remember when?" And I told her the story, and that witch started giggling.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
Everybody thought Velvet was so sweet and innocent. She's the one who pulled the rib, and then
Oh.
blamed it on the micro wrestlers.
Oh,
Oh
no, payback would be
no.
coming, and she wouldn't like what I would have done. Oh no.
That's one thing about Velvet and I.
Yeah.
Blind. We were in a car together
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
from the time we started wrestling until I broke my neck.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Pacific Northwest with Al
Mm-hmm.
Tomko in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
John Owens in Washington and Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ed Moretti in Idaho, we rode together.
Mm-hmm.
Never, never did we have an argument.
Oh wow.
That's pretty good.
Never.
That is good.
I swear the girls got to have a halo and angel wings. I mean, I wouldn't even want to ride with me that long.
I wouldn't want to ride with me that long either. Blind and I
No.
get along pretty well, but we've had our spats.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have Velvet and I went all over Al Tomko's
Mm-hmm.
promotion,
Mm-hmm.
and the man did not know how to map a, a, a match.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
what you do is and Sandy Barr taught me this. Sandy
Mm-hmm.
Barr taught me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You start out at point A, Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go 100, 150 miles max to the next town.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, next town, next town, next town.
Yeah.
And on the last town, you're 150 miles or so from home.
Mm-hmm.
This man, I can remember being on the road for 10 hours, 2 and 3 times a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
Karen. All right, continue.
Uh,
any, uh,
I don't
Yeah.
know. We've
she,
reached an awkward. We've reached
yep,
an
you
awkward
took a
segment.
brain. Yeah, you took a brain vacation. It was
Yeah.
like, when I'm in Walmart shopping and I'm looking for a specific item and I go brain dead
Mm-hmm.
and I
Well,
have that,
okay.
yeah,
Well, in my defense, I mean, so I have this joke about myself where when my brain stops working in the middle of a sentence, I become that one scene from SpongeBob where Patrick goes, "I'll have uh and then I have to snap my fingers to restart my brain."
well, what I call it is a brain fart
Yep.
Yeah,
because your brain just goes,
yeah. But like if you've seen SpongeBob, you'll know that scene. That's what happens to
I,
my brain when it quits
I,
working.
that's one show I can honestly say I haven't watched.
See,
Luckily, my kid was too old.
I was 6 years old when it came out. I grew up on it. I've met the
Right.
voice actors.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
I know some behind the scenes that have surprised even the voice actors I've met. I dress up as the characters. I even had a SpongeBob bedroom as a kid
Oh
with
my
beds in
God.
the right down to the color of the
Oh my God, that is awesome. That
walls.
is awesome.
And
Well,
during one of my animal shelter days, we had a Patrick toy for Christmas. And they said, "You do so much for those dogs. Take it home for your dog. We don't care."
right? Well, and we were talking about ribs. Now I
Yeah.
told you about the ribs that I pulled and that Velvet pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was when I was in Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and Ted DiBiase got me twice, not once, twice.
Oh boy.
All right, me and Wendy,
Uh-huh.
we're sharing a room. We're trying to save money because we all know Moolah didn't pay well.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know that if you read my book, you'll see that story.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm uh uh Neidhart.
Jim
Oh
Neidhart.
shoot.
Jim the
Jim
Anvil Neidhart.
Neidhart.
Yeah.
Yes. Was sharing a room with me and Wendy because we knew we could trust him.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
didn't have to worry about him creeping.
Mm-hmm.
So Wendy and I just shared a bed, and then there was Jim. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I was always taught by Sandy Barr,
Mm-hmm.
when you show up at the arena,
Mm-hmm.
you show up classy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wear shorts. You don't wear blue jeans. You wear a dress and you show that you're a lady.
Right.
And that's what I always went by.
Yeah.
Well, I'm up and like I said, Jim Neidhart is sharing our room.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
at this time, I'm up there and I'm ironing my dress. This is when motels had an ironing board and an iron for you.
Right.
Yeah.
And the phone rings,
Mm-hmm.
and I get on the phone. Hey, who's this? This is Jim Neidhart's wife. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Jim, Jim's not here right now. I will have him call you as soon as I see him. She says, no, that's not the problem. What are you doing sharing a room with my husband?
Oh God.
Oh
And
dear.
and I start telling her, look, there's nothing going on.
Right.
Me and Wendy and Jim have split a motel room so he can send more money back home to you.
Right.
And she just started going off about, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking pure trash.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then my butt got in a bind.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
I told her straight up, I said, look, lady, I said, I'm not sleeping with your husband. I
Mm-hmm.
don't appreciate what you're saying about him.
Right.
This is something you need to discuss with him.
Right.
And both Wendy and I will back it up that neither one of us is sleeping with your husband.
Right.
And
Right.
this was in the day of the old phone, and I slammed the phone down.
Mm-hmm.
Phone rings again.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And I hear this voice, doesn't even let me say hello.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is Jim Neidhart's wife, and I just want to let you know I'm in the lobby.
Oh shit.
And I and I
Uh-oh.
said and I said, fine, come on up.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is while I'm then I go back to ironing my dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I realized
Mm-hmm.
that I have a pissed off wife coming up to my room that thinks
Mm-hmm.
I'm sleeping with her husband.
Oh
And
Yeah.
God.
I'm trying to iron, and all of a sudden my hands started shaking. And
Mm-hmm.
I was on the far side of
Mm-hmm.
the ironing board looking at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I realized, look, you got a pissed off wife who thinks you're sleeping with her husband.
Oh no.
Is she coming up here with a gun or what? And I'm just shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Then the phone rings again, and it's
Oh.
Teddy. It's
Uh
good
oh.
old Teddy.
Uh
And
oh.
he goes, first of all, want you to know that was not Jim's wife. And I'm hearing all this laughter in the background.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
That was one of the girls, which it wasn't a wrestler because it was me and Wendy, and I knew Wendy's voice.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
and and I want to tell you, I really think it's great how you handled that situation. And I slammed down the phone.
Oh God.
Oh no.
And then Teddy got me again. God knows how he did, but he got me again. I
Mhm.
told you the story about Bill Watts giving the
Right.
car to Junkyard Dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Dog and I came up on in the same way.
Mhm.
We weren't
Yeah.
just we weren't just on the wrong side of the tracks. We were so far back we couldn't even hear the train.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and and I didn't think about it, and Teddy said, "Well, I got a rib for you to pull on Dog."
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And I think it was me and Wendy still.
Uh-huh.
And when we ran with the boys, and see this is another reason I'm blessed, is when I left the Pacific Northwest, I was taken care of. I was little sister, and you didn't mess with little sister.
Mm-mm.
Um, and So what we do is I pull off into the gravel, raise the hood,
Mhm.
Wendy's at the hood, and of course we're in this caravan. You know, we got boys behind us and boys in front of us because, somebody can break down.
Right.
So I pull over, pop the hood. Wendy's standing there with her hand, standing there, and Dog pulls up behind us.
Mhm.
Now I should have known when two other wrestlers in two different cars drove past us that
Mhm.
something's wrong. Dog pulls in right behind us. As he does, Wendy slams the hood shut,
Mhm.
and I do a peel out in the gravel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I threw rocks all over Dog's Mercedes.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And I had to hide for 2 weeks from Dog. And let me tell you what, Dog was always a gentleman to us ladies. But
Mhm.
I did not want to take the chance that this would push him over the edge.
I
Right.
I get it.
Oh
But,
yeah.
I mean, I got to tell you, I miss wrestling. I know I can never wrestle again.
Mhm.
I've tried due to this broken neck. I've tried.
Mhm.
And it's just, I took a bump
Mhm.
about 10 years ago. It was 2000. Well, it's actually 12 years ago, 2013.
Mhm.
And I couldn't think straight for 3 days.
Oh wow.
And I'm in a pain clinic,
Mhm.
and they wanted to put me on morphine.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, "Nuh-uh, ain't happening. Um, I don't want any opioids, and I don't want anything that I can be physically addicted to."
Right.
And they gave me this and they gave me that, and actually most of the time I take a third of the pills they want me to take.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There are times that I take a full dose, but that's just I do, and doctors don't like this, but I self-medicate.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is not adding liquor to it or anything else. I decide where I'm at on the pain scale and how much I need to take.
Right.
I get that. I take um I take over the counter pain stuff four days a week, and that's because in my line of work I have to, or I will suffer for the whole dang day.
Right, right.
I mean,
And you,
there was
and
one day I forgot, my hip quivered for the rest of the day.
yeah, well, see, what I have is I have degenerative disc bone disease.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
In fact, that's so bad that I had 26 perfectly good teeth,
Mm-hmm.
but they all ended up having to be pulled because my
Mm-hmm.
jawbone had receded so far. None of the teeth were in the jawbone. I
Oh.
al-
Oh, that I've heard of that with the teeth before.
Mm-hmm.
well, it's also hit me in the back. I have no padding between the vertebrae.
Ouch.
I ha- I have fibromyalgia, which is
Mm-hmm.
basically the trash can the doctors throw everything into that they can't diagnose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when I went to my last pain uh, appointment because they have
Uh-huh.
me come in every 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
they had actually found the break in vertebrae 2 and the fact that vertebrae 3 through 5 on my neck is naturally fused together.
Oh wow.
I understand with back pain. I have two types of scoliosis. I have scoliosis, and scoliosis' evil little cousin, kyphosis, in my upper back, and
Oh, I,
it's left leaning, and so my hips, knees, and back can't handle it. I'm only 32. I saw a chiropractor for the first time at 28.
right. And that's very young to do that. See,
I
I
but
didn't,
I could but I couldn't sleep in my own bed. It was that
right.
bad.
Yes, I believe me, I understand that. And that's what I told my pain doctors is look,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need anything to ease the pain. What I need is
Mm-hmm.
something to help me sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can handle the pain, but if I'm only sleeping 15 to 20 minutes in a row at night, I'm
Mm-hmm.
never going into REM. My brain is not getting a break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
see,
that's what I have finally made them understand
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
and see, I was in college and I was in a storm beds are the worst. They have
Oh, I know.
the most horrendous mattresses. And he popped me so good that first visit. I had a bonus pop when I went to roll over in my bed that night.
right.
And
Well, see,
when I'm at work, I stack 3 milk crates on top to give my back extra support.
right. Very good.
Nice.
Um, you're gonna edit this, right? Blind?
No, no, I don't. I don't edit. But what I
Okay.
no, I don't edit. I don't edit. So
Well, I have to take a minute to step out of the room. I will be right back.
don't
Okay.
worry. We'll cover you. Don't worry.
We'll be right
Very
here.
good. Ah,
All right, guys. Princess Victoria is taking a short break. In
I
the
think I
meantime,
will go get some water while she's doing that. I will return.
all right, guys. This is Blind Metal Gamer here with you in the broadcast booth, and I'm going to let everyone know while Kyra and Princess Victoria are on a brief intermission that you can check out my latest live stream of The Last of Us Part 2 remastered chronological story playthrough on youtube.com/blind metal gamer, and you can check out my latest Suno music. Oh, not only on the YouTube channel, but over on Suno.com. Just search Blind Metal Gamer, and you can check that out as well. Also, want to let everyone know that as our guest Princess Victoria and as Kyra take their break, that this has been an episode dedicated in the memory of Servant to Cats. So, Servant to Cats, I know you are probably looking down, listening, watching. We all love you. We miss you. And
Probably laughing at all the fun we're having.
yeah. And if a certain flute player is watching this, I think you know where I want flute player to end up.
We and me.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of which, please check out my personal YouTube. I am wait, shoot, I forgot the name of my YouTube. Um, please keep an eye out for videos on my YouTube. I have recorded a couple of things as usual. I am a pain in the ass about remembering to upload them, but they are ready for you to view, including my autism story.
Nice. And there will be more live gaming content on the channel as well as more audio rambles as I discovered doing those today. So,
And we have another episode of The Blind Side coming soon.
yes, we do.
I'm back.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Princess Victoria is back. As I was saying on the break, this episode of the Beck and More Fun Show is dedicated to the memory of Servant to Cats, who passed away sadly in 2023.
We miss her every day, but as I pointed out, he is not he.
She.
Got it, brain. I know. She is probably laughing at everything that we talk about, just as you and I have done today, blind.
Oh, yes. All right. So, Kyra, do you have any more questions for Princess Victoria?
No. Honestly, I got some good entertaining stories from her about her working with dogs, and that tickles my funny bone. I love it.
All right. I got one final question before we wrap up. All right, Princess Victoria, my final question before we sign off is, do you have any advice for the new generation of professional wrestlers or anyone looking to compete in the sport of professional wrestling in 2026?
Actually, yes, I do. Number one, if your trainer is telling you after 3 months that you can go wrestle a match and you can't do any kind of hammerlock, headlocks, blah 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 blah, your typical moves,
Mm-hmm.
find another trainer. Number two, stop being a what is the word called? A bump monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Every bump, and I'm perfect example, every bump costs you in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
When an old school wrestler walks into that dressing room, get up off your ass, walk up, shake his hand, and introduce yourself. And when he starts talking, shut your mouth, open your ears, and you're going to learn something.
All right.
That's good advice.
All right, Princess Victoria, I'd like to thank you for coming on tonight, and I will work on getting this, produced and all that good stuff. So I'm going to wrap up. So with that being said, again, thank you to Princess Victoria. So for Kyra Super Saiyan, I've been Blind Metal Gamer saying, if you like this content, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, leave a comment down below, share it with everyone you know. And if they give us the hype option, baby, let's get this hyped up.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Oops. Sorry, Mom.
So until next time, so long, stay warm, stay safe, and peace out, everybody. So long for now.
Stay golden, y'all.